Hey babe, I've spent many sleepless nights reflecting on our lives and the impact of our choices, not just on ourselves, but most importantly on our children. Lately, I have come to realize something truly transformative. Every action I take, every decision I make, ripples outward and affects the little hearts and minds of our kids. I see them struggling, weighed down by the tension and turmoil in our home, and it shatters me to know that I've played a part in causing that pain. Today, I want to share with you something deeply personal, a decision that comes from a place of profound love and a desperate need to create a better future for our children. For as long as I can remember, my biggest wish as a parent has been to see our children flourish, to witness their laughter echoing in a home filled with warmth, security, and unconditional love. However, I must confess that I have made choices that have only complicated their lives. I've been aware of the subtle ways our choices have added obstacles in their path, and each day it hurts more to see the strain in their eyes. Accepting that truth is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, but it is a necessary step if we are to move forward. The realization that my personal decisions have contributed to our children's difficulties has brought me to a point where I cannot, in good conscience, continue on the same path. Our relationship has always been a tapestry of shared dreams and moments of bliss, but lately, it has also become a source of constant conflict and lingering tension. Much like a river that finds itself trapped in a meandering, stagnant pool, our connection has lost its vitality. I see our interactions turning into heated debates rather than meaningful conversations. And this discord has seeped into every corner of our lives, casting a shadow over the innocence of our children's world. It is as if the very air in our home has been tainted, poisoning the moments that should be filled with light and laughter. Watching our kids cope with this toxic environment has become unbearable for me as a parent, and it has made me realize that our current course is unsustainable. I have taken a long, hard look at the choices I've made, choices that have led me into an emotional and physical entanglement with someone else. This relationship, however fleeting or complicated it might have seemed, has only served to deepen the fissures in our family's foundation. It's a painful truth to acknowledge, but I must own up to it. My involvement with this third party has disrupted the harmony we once knew, and worst of all, it has put our children in the crossfire of our unresolved issues. I have come to understand that to truly honor the love I have for our kids, I must make sacrifices that might seem unbearable in the moment, but are essential for their long-term well-being. Imagine, if you will, a powerful river that has carved its way through rocky terrain for centuries. There comes a time when that river, faced with obstacles that impede its flow, must find a new route to preserve its strength and clarity. Our relationship, too, has reached such a juncture. It is no longer the nurturing stream that once sustained us. Instead, it has become burdened by the debris of past mistakes and miscommunications. The moment has come for us to adapt, to change our course in order to restore the vibrant flow of life that our family so desperately needs. Just as a river must sometimes break through its banks to find a new path, we too must be brave enough to disrupt the current of our old ways and pave the way for renewal and healing. I am ready to confront these challenges head on. I am ready to take responsibility for my actions and to set things right for the sake of our children. They deserve an environment where their smiles are genuine and their dreams unburdened by adult conflicts. I have decided that the first step toward rebuilding our family's foundation is to sever the ties that bind me to that third party. This decision has not come lightly. It feels like a dam breaking inside me, releasing a torrent of emotions that I have long suppressed. But I believe that letting go of this toxic connection is the only way to allow fresh, healing waters to flow into our lives. By making this change, I am not abandoning the past, rather, I am choosing to honor the future, one where our children can grow up enveloped in love, free from the turbulence that has marred our home. In taking this step, I am not merely ending a relationship, I am actively choosing a path that prioritizes our children's happiness and well being above all else. I know that this new beginning will not be free from pain or challenges. Transition is never without its trials, but the vision of our children's bright, hopeful future gives me the strength to persevere. I want to create a home where every morning feels like the promise of a new day, and every night is filled with peace and the quiet assurance that they are safe and loved. The transformation I envision is not a mere alteration of circumstances. It is a complete renewal of our commitment to being the kind of parents our children deserve. I understand that this message might come as a shock, and I wish that it didn't have to be so dramatic. But I have reached a point where living in denial is no longer an option. The truth is, the environment we are currently immersed in is not conducive to the nurturing and growth that our children need. The constant tension, the unresolved conflicts, and the lingering pain have created an atmosphere that stifles rather than inspires. Our children, who should be basking in the gentle glow of love and understanding, are instead caught in the crossfire of our unhealed wounds. As a parent, that is a burden I can no longer bear. I want to share with you not only the decision I have made, but also the hope that drives it. This is a journey toward rediscovering what it means to truly love and care for our family. It is a journey that calls for immense courage, a courage that I hope you can find within yourself as well. I am asking you, from the deepest parts of my heart, to understand that this change is not an act of spite or abandonment, it is an act of profound love and responsibility. I want to rebuild our lives, brick by brick, with a foundation that is unshakable, a foundation built on respect, compassion, and an unwavering commitment to the happiness of our children. There is a certain beauty in the process of cleansing and renewal. Just as nature endures cycles of growth and rebirth after a storm, I believe that our family can also emerge from this period of strife stronger and more unified than ever before. Picture a landscape after a heavy rain. Streams once blocked now burst forth with fresh, invigorating water, nourishing the land and allowing new life to take root. This is the transformation I envision for us, a cleansing that will wash away the residue of our past mistakes, a renewal that will allow our family to flourish in ways we have not yet imagined. I also want to acknowledge the pain that my actions have caused you. I know that trust, once broken, is difficult to rebuild. I am deeply sorry for the hurt I have inflicted, and I understand that this process will require time, forgiveness, and perhaps a reimagining of our relationship dynamics. I do not take lightly the emotional scars that might be left behind, and I am committed to doing everything in my power to mend them. My decision to end my involvement with the third party is only one part of the broader effort I intend to make, to ensure that moving forward, every choice I make is guided by the principle of creating a loving, stable environment for our children. I have come to realize that in order to move forward, we must both be willing to accept the possibility of change. Our lives have become entangled in a web of unresolved emotions and lingering resentments, and it is time to untangle that web. This means engaging in honest, sometimes painful conversations about our hopes, our disappointments, and our visions for the future. It means taking responsibility for our actions and acknowledging that while we cannot change the past, we have the power to shape the future. I am prepared to have these conversations, to listen, and to work together toward a harmonious resolution that prioritizes the well-being of our children above all else. The process of change is rarely linear, and I am aware that there will be setbacks along the way. There may be moments when old wounds reopen, when the temptation to revert to familiar patterns becomes overwhelming. But I believe that with time, patience, and mutual commitment, we can build a new legacy for our family, one that is characterized by resilience, hope, and a deep sense of belonging. Our children are watching us, learning from our actions, and absorbing the lessons of how we handle adversity. I want them to grow up knowing that even in the face of hardship, love and dedication can prevail. I want them to understand that mistakes do not define us, but our willingness to learn from them and make amends does. As I write this, my heart is heavy with the weight of our shared history, yet it is also lightened by the promise of a fresh start. I envision a future where our home is a sanctuary of calm, a place where laughter replaces conflict, and where every challenge is met with unity rather than division. In this envisioned future, our children will be free to explore their interests, to dream without fear, and to grow into the kind of individuals who are compassionate, resilient, and brave. This is the future I am determined to create, not only for them, but for all of us. I know that this letter may stir up a whirlwind of emotions. It might leave you feeling hurt, confused, or even betrayed. Please understand that these feelings are valid and that I am ready to address them. I do not expect immediate forgiveness or for everything to be resolved overnight. What I do expect, however, is a shared commitment to moving forward with honesty and an open heart. Our children need us to be strong, to be brave, and most importantly, to be united in our resolve to nurture and protect them. The changes I am proposing are not about assigning blame or rehashing past grievances. They are about forging a new path that ensures our children can thrive. I want to conclude this letter by reiterating that every decision I am making, every sacrifice I am willing to endure, is driven by an unwavering love for our children. They are the light that guides me, the reason I push past my fears, and the hope that fuels my determination to rebuild what has been broken. I firmly believe that this difficult, yet necessary, step will ultimately lead to a brighter, more stable future for all of us. A future where our family can heal, grow, and celebrate the bonds that truly matter. Thank you for taking the time to read these words and for considering the profound importance of this decision. I know that the road ahead will be fraught with challenges, but I also know that the love we share for our children can be the foundation upon which we build a renewed, harmonious family life. I ask you to join me on this journey, not as adversaries, but as co-architects of a future where every day is a testament to the power of forgiveness, growth, and unwavering commitment to what truly matters. Let us set aside the shadows of our past and step into the light of a new beginning. I am ready to embrace change, to face the uncertainties, and to work tirelessly to create an environment where our children's laughter can ring clear and true. Together, hand in hand, we can steer our family toward a future filled with hope, understanding, and endless possibilities. With all my heart, and with deep, abiding love for our children, and a hope that we can find healing and renewal in the days to come, I remain committed to this path of transformation. I look forward to the day when our home is once again a sanctuary of peace and joy, where every moment is imbued with the love and care that our kids deserve. This is my promise to them, and it is my promise to you, that no matter how difficult the journey, I will always strive to be the parent and partner they need me to be. Yours, in hope and determination, your name.